Folks, so I put up this poll quite a while ago about what band you would like to see me rank next. And there was Judas Priest, there was Iron Maiden, there was Trivium, there was also Asphyx, and I can't remember who. Crowbar, that's it. Crowbar. And I plan on doing Crowbar because I'm going to. It's that simple. When, I don't know. So it came down to the final day, like the final hours, really, because I never really put it I put it up on a Sunday, and I didn't know how long I was going to do it for, but I ended up doing it until Friday. The band that won out, as some of you have known who've seen my community post, these guys won out by about 4%. And because of that, I'm going to do that ranking. And I said, so I started to listen to the records that I haven't listened to in a little bit. And that window is going to drive me crazy. But that's all right. So I got listening to the records that I haven't listened to either at all or in quite a while. And I think I'm going to try something here. See if I can move my stack of CDs and my camera here. Ooh, look at that. Slicker than I figure. Okay, so slightly different angle now. Thanks, guys. Thanks for working with me. Okay. I've ranked these. And then I'm going to talk about them. Okay? Everything's written down. As you can see, some of them got scraped out. Hopefully you didn't see any of those, but that's okay. I literally listed from the debut straight through. And I'm just going to fire off the numbers. Because you don't need me to talk about the band. You guys already know. You already know what the albums are like. You probably have already done a ranking before. And I can assure you we're not going to come even remotely fucking close. So as I said, I'm just going to go right through it. So I have at number 17. And we're going to go, obviously, worst to best. Number 17, Senjutsu. You want to know the reason why? Go back and see my video of when I reviewed it. Number 16, Final Frontier. I got about 4 songs into that and couldn't listen anymore. Number 15, Virtual 11. Number 14, X Factor. Blaze Bayley should never have been the vocalist for Iron Maiden. I'm not saying that he's a bad vocalist. It just wasn't good for Maiden. And the records were dark. Like, very dark. Okay. Just based on what I was hearing, some people love it, and that's absolutely fine. I'm not saying you can't love it. If you love it, perfect. That's what I want to know. Moving on to number 13, Book of Souls. Number 12, Dance of Death. Number 11, No Prayer for the Dying. And that was even hard because I could have easily put that lower, but it's not bad. It's just, it's a different time frame. Number 10, Fear of the Dark. There's like a couple songs on there that sat with me for the longest time, and that was it. Number 9, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. Number 8, Matter of Life and Death. Yeah, I know. Isn't that horrible that how dare I put Matter of Life and Death ahead of the great Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. It's like 2 fucking songs on Seventh Son that I actually like. After that, at number 7, we have Brave New World. I have stated before in live streams and in videos here that I really enjoyed that record because it's when they solidified having Bruce back at the band, and it's when they brought Adrian Smith back, and they kept Yannick. Plus, I saw them on the preceding or the tour that preceded it. You know what I mean? Fucking, it was awesome. Oh, excuse me. Number 6, Number of the Beast. There's a few songs on there that stay solid, and then the rest of it's kind of filler. I know. How dare I say one of the most classic records be filler or have filler on it? Well, it's true. I mean, there's Acacia Avenue, there's Number of the Beast, there's Hallowed Be Thy Name, there's Run to the Hills. I mean, yeah, it's a good record, but it's kind of overrated as fuck. Now, the top 5. This is where people will either agree or heavily disagree to the point where they unsubscribe. I mean, listen, I'm not making any... yeah. If you like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. Okay, number 5. Peace of Mind. It's where they got Nico after, Clive was gone. I'm a bigger fan of Clive than I am Nico. I don't find that Nico had much of anything in the way of drumming. They call him One Note McBrain. And I don't hate the man. He's been like the longest tenured drummer that they've ever had. So, as far as I'm concerned, I just personally think that he just wasn't that great. The only notable thing that Nico did on that record was Where Eagles Dare. But that stupid opening drum beat. Number 4, Killers. Now, I realize that saying Killers at number 4, for some, can be a very, very bad statement. Well, it's not really a bad statement, because it's one of the best records that they've ever put out. Number 3, and there's a reason for this, because I really love this record. There's like 1 or 2 tracks on there that I don't like, and the rest is great. That is 1986's Somewhere in Time. On the strength of, the title track, Alexander the Great, Stranger in a Strange Land, which I really, really enjoy, and Wasted Years. I mean, that's just it. This was hard, because I could have gone back and forth on this a couple different times, and these could easily swap in and out. Number 2, Power Slave. Yeah. Power Slave from 1984 at number 2. And again, some people may not like that, but really it's the top 2. So, and obviously, as you guys can tell, number 1 is the debut for me. There was a time where when I first joined Beyond Eternal at one point, it was great. Like, there was no real major, like, there was a lot of that whole Maiden-y Gallopy type thing. And I had outside of me owning like the box set, and the thing is this box set only has the first 3 records. So I've had the first one on vinyl for a while, but I have a burn copy of the debut. That didn't leave my work truck for, I'm gonna say, like, it didn't actually leave the player for at least a month or more. And it was an everyday thing, Monday to Friday. All day, every day. I had that thing cranked, and it was awesome. So that's it for the ranking. In terms of where I view the band now, especially with, of course, as I say, the first half of this video being like with Senjutsu at the very bottom. Sorry, I've tried to go back and listen to it several different times, and I can't. I can barely get either through 1 or 2 songs. That's it. I did, when I first put the poll up, I did listen to the whole record. That was fucking painful. And I'm not changing my stance on it. I know my guitar player absolutely thinks I'm crazy. He's like, oh, I love it. It's amazing. It's whatever. No, it's fucking horrible. He's a Iron Maiden apologist, and there's nothing wrong with that. When you have half of a record that has 2 to 3 minute fucking acoustic intros, Okay, guys, we get it. You can play long songs. Wonderful. Fucking shorten your shit. Because there's no need to having a record like that's 8 minutes on average for 10 tracks. And half of it are acoustic intros that are 2 to 3 minutes long. Sorry. You lost me. You guys have... They actually lost me a while ago, to be honest. I mean, Book of Souls was alright, but it's... Again, it's more the Final Frontier. The Final Frontier was crap. It's only slightly better than Senjutsu. The album cover is a disaster. The album covers over the last several records have been absolute shit. Like the last, and I mean the last record that they put out that I was really, really happy with was Brave New World. And and that's at, that's at number 7 for a reason. I just find that ever since, and that has Kevin Shirley on production for it. I just find that they've overstayed their welcome, and people are going to find that very hard to hear. Some people may completely just fucking want to tear me apart in the comments, and you absolutely can. The band has done. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, like, I'm an AC/DC fan, and that band, both of those bands have never done anything different. But over the last 4, 5, 8 Maiden records, they have not even remotely come close to Priest's fucking last record. And I haven't listened to Firepower in a while either. A Matter of Life and Death, even though I have that up higher, Dance of Death, Final Frontier, Book of Souls, and or Senjutsu, those records don't even come close to Firepower. And there are going to be people that are going to be just like, I can't believe you just said that. Well, it's my fucking channel. These are my opinions. I don't hate the band. I just really don't get much past fucking 2000. Really. And yeah, you got X Factor and Virtual 11. They weren't great either. They were almost they were the hardest things to listen to. The only song that I seem to like is what everybody else likes. And I don't even like it that much. It's Man on the Edge. No Prayer for the Dying. Oh my God. That was pretty bad, but at the same time it's still number 11. It's in the bottom half of the Maiden catalog, or the bottom section. Fear of the Dark was good. I just don't like the song. I don't like the title track. I think that title track is kind of snore fest. Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. I don't see what you guys get. I don't get what you guys see in it. I mean, The Klansman and Can I Play with Madness? Only because it's got the decent intro. The rest is just. I mean, when you have records like the debut, Killers, Number of the Beast, even though I said it's overrated, Peace of Mind, Power Slave, Somewhere in Time, when you have those 6 records, it's extremely difficult for me personally to get past that and want to listen to newer stuff, especially the last 5. Because A Matter of Life and Death was the better record out of those 5. But I mean, there are times where I'll listen to Priest, and then there's times I don't like. I could go 2 or 3 months without listening to Priest. Do I hate them? No, of course not. Jesus Christ, Rob Halford's one of my biggest fucking influences, and I'm hoping to at some point throughout the summer I get a chance to jump on a podcast with my buddy George from Twitter and do talk about Priest. Like, I really cannot wait for that day. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. To getting the chance to talk about literally one of my heroes is going to be awesome. I don't dislike the band. I think Kevin Shirley just is a yes man for Steve. Whatever Steve wants, he gets. That's not how it should be. I'm sorry. A band is 4, 5, 6 in their case, 3, 2, or 1-man band. make better decisions, to be honest. I mean, hey, I'm some fat schmuck that sits in my fucking basement of my house doing videos. So you guys, you know, a couple of Christmas gifts right there, blammo. Not even for me. Yeah, I've just fallen off with the band. It's that simple. I will always listen to the new records if they decide to put any more out. I don't know if they're going to. Will I go see them live again? No, probably not. Just, I'm over it. And I think they stayed their welcome. They probably should have ended it after Book of Souls. But again, schmuck with a Star Wars t-shirt, so take that how you fucking will, right? I'm over it. But I do have the first 6 or 7 records I can listen to. And that's what I'm probably going to listen to. People may or may not like this video. If you do, I hope you subscribe. If you're not, I do plan on posting tomorrow, because tomorrow is a holiday. I do plan on posting another ranking. Another 5 or 6 different bands. Crowbar probably will get put into that one as well. And yeah, see who gets the nod for that one. But I'm gonna make it slightly more difficult on myself. I'm gonna pick bands that I really want to do the rankings on. And not that I didn't want to do this ranking, but once I got into it, I realized that this is kind of brutal. There's just so much there's so much more I could talk about, but I'm not going to. Because I don't want to go on a big rant, and I don't want to just be like, you know, I'm kind of over it, to be honest. But anywho, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you make it to this point, hey, great. And, yeah, might be time for a coffee or a tea at this point. Anyways, guys, thanks much, and I will see you again soon.